Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the career of the influential Scottish rock band Cocteau Twins. Formed in 1979 in Grangemouth, the band originally consisted of Robin Guthrie on guitars and drum machine and Will Heggie on bass. In 1981, Elizabeth Fraser joined the group as lead vocalist, and in 1983, Simon Raymond took over on bass. Cocteau Twins earned critical acclaim for their ethereal, effects-laden sound and Fraser's distinctive soprano vocals. They helped pioneer the dream pop subgenre of alternative music in the 1980s. The early years. Robin Guthrie and Will Heggie, both from Grangemouth, Scotland, formed the band in 1979. They met the 17-year-old Elizabeth Fraser in 1981 at a local disco called the Hotel International while Guthrie was DJing. Fraser became the group's main vocalist, and the band recorded a 4-track session for John Peel in June 1982, including Wax and Wane and Garlands. Their debut LP, Garlands, released by 4AD in July 1982, was an instant success, peaking at number 2 in the indie albums chart in the UK. The band's sound on their first 3 recordings relied on the combination of Heggie's rhythmic bass lines, Guthrie's minimalist guitar melodies, and Fraser's voice. In 1981, Heggie amicably left the band after the tour that followed the release of Peppermint Pig. This led to the characteristic Cocteau Twins sound that we all know today. Fraser's voice, by turns ethereal and operatic, combined with increasingly effects-heavy guitar playing by Guthrie. During the TMC sessions, Guthrie and Fraser became acquainted with another project contributor, multi-instrumentalist Simon Raymond, who joined Cocteau Twins later that year. This final lineup produced the band's biggest hit in the UK, Pearly Dewdrops' Drops, and solidified the band's sound. With the addition of Simon Raymond, the band released a series of critically acclaimed albums and EPs that explored their new style. These included The Spangle Maker, Treasure, Akia Guinea, Tiny Dynamine, Echoes in a Shallow Bay, and Love's Easy Tears. Raymond did not participate in the recording of the 4th Cocteau Twins LP, Victorialand, a predominantly acoustic record which featured only Guthrie and Fraser. In 1985, 4AD signed an agreement with Relativity Records for distribution of Cocteau Twins releases in the US and other territories. To commemorate the event, the compilation The Pico Peg was released as a way of introducing the new, broader audience to the band's back catalog. While remaining a 4AD band internationally, Cocteau Twins finally signed a major label contract with Capitol Records in 1988 for distribution in the United States and released their 5th album, Blue Bell Knoll. Carolyn's Fingers became the band's biggest hit in the US, peaking at number 2 on Billboard's alternative song charts. In late 1990, the band released Heaven or Las Vegas, which was the most commercially successful of their many recordings, rising to the higher reaches of the UK albums chart immediately after its release. Despite the success of the record and the subsequent concert tours, the band parted with 4AD following Heaven or Las Vegas, partly because of conflicts with the label's founder, Ivor Watts Russell, and internal problems due in large part to Guthrie's substance abuse. While on their international tour supporting Heaven or Las Vegas, the group signed a new recording contract with Mercury Records subsidiary Fontana for the UK and elsewhere, while retaining their US relationship with Capitol. In 1991, 4AD and Capitol released a box set that compiled the band's EPs from 1982 to 1990. And also included a bonus disc of rare and previously unreleased material. Fraser and Guthrie ended the 13-year relationship in 1993, and by this time had a young child, Lucy Bell. The band's seventh LP, Four Calendar Cafe, their first since Fraser and Guthrie's separation, was released in late 1993. The band explained that Four Calendar Cafe was a response to the turmoil that had engulfed them in the intervening years, with Guthrie entering rehab and quitting alcohol and drugs, and Fraser undergoing psychotherapy. In 1995, the band released two new EPs, Twin Lights and Otherness, which were followed by their eighth album, Milk and Kisses, in 1996. The album saw the return of more heavily layered guitars, and Fraser began once again to obscure her lyrics. The band toured extensively to support the album, their last for Mercury Fontana. However, in 1997, while recording what was to have been their ninth LP, the band disbanded over irreconcilable differences, in part related to the breakup of Guthrie and Fraser. A number of songs were partially recorded and possibly completed, but the band has stated that they will likely never be finished or released in any form. In the years following the breakup, the band released various compilations and remastered versions of their albums, and in 2005, they announced a reunion to perform at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, but it was cancelled after Fraser announced that she would not take part. Since then, the band members have had made occasional public appearances and been awarded various honors for their contributions to music. In 2022, they were awarded with the Visionary Award by the Ivors Academy.